Hi, my name is Renata Jurkevythz and I'm one of the writers of the Spectrum Women book and also a features writer for the magazine. I'm here to answer a very important question from one of our readers for our first book anniversary special feature. And the question is self-diagnosis valid? The answer is a big yes. Many of us seek a official diagnosis to validate what we had already learned about ourselves, but it is very naive to assume everybody has the same opportunity to do so. For starters, the diagnosis criteria is still very fixed on children, so it is very hard to find a doctor that will be able to diagnose an autistic adult, especially one that doesn't follow the standard criteria. Then there is the fact that in many regions of the world, the concept of an autistic adult doesn't even exist, other than one that has very high support needs and has already been diagnosed at an earlier age. I'm from Brazil, and which is such a country with that mentality, and my diagnosis was practically a miracle. I was lucky enough to have an appointment with a doctor that had a son on the spectrum, and I didn't know. So yeah, what are the odds, right? So I was very lucky, but that is not the case for most people in Brazil and many other regions in the world. Then if you have everything set, the proper doctor, the proper region, time, everything, there's another matter, which is the money. And this is valid for any region because diagnosis cost. I was lucky enough to have had the money at the time, but most people I know can't afford it. So if you consider all of that I said up until now, of course the answer is a yes for self-diagnosis. And because being able to understand yourself, to identify with people like yourself and finally feel like you fit somewhere are the feelings we are looking for when we search a diagnosis or have a self-diagnose, and leaving that only for people that can afford it or are in the right place at the right time hardly seems fair to me. So yeah, self-diagnosis, yes. And thanks for watching this, and if you didn't read the book yet, go read it because we put all our love in it, and yeah, it turned out pretty cool. Thank you, bye bye.